Welcome to Smackdown. And Nick Aldis looking proud of himself after what he pulled off these last 2 weeks. I do not want to hear what he has to say tonight. I don't. Say what I said. I told you. The Smackdown fist is not to be trifled with. The fist holds all the gold in Raw and Smackdown. At least, almost all the gold. But I won't spoil anything. If you want a title shot with the fist, you're gonna have to work for it. Because I control all the power in WWE, and there is absolutely nothing anyone can do about it. What a tyrant this guy is. Of course he's going to hold it above everybody's head and not allow them a chance. Here we go, starting off the night with a battle royale that Nick Aldis commanded to happen because he wants order, he wants control, and he wants to select who goes against Omos and his Continental Championship on SmackDown. Because that is a belt that does need to get defended pretty much every week. That needs to be defended pretty much every week or every other week. So, Nick Aldis is setting up a program to pick out who his opponent will be out of 6 people. Right now we have Montez Ford, we have Ricochet coming to the ring. He wants his opportunity. And it might seem like opportunities are being handed out right now. But honestly, it's just selecting the shortest people possible for Omos to absolutely squash next week. Because these are all ultra talented people. Ultra talented in the Continental Division. This is where they've been fighting. This is their bread and butter. And now they have to go up against someone who's 2 times out of their weight class. Even though these guys are the most talented people on the entire roster. People that you want to see absolutely go off. Having a couple of luchadors come out too, because again, this is the bread and butter of the Continental Championship division that is yet again being clogged by Omos, and one of these people have the possibility of overthrowing Omos if they get a chance to win tonight. These are all exciting people to watch. Every last one of them. This is a battle royale, but I'm expecting to see an absolute banger out of each and every one of them. Because they are all uber talented. And the fans are just happy to see people other than the Fist on SmackDown. And let's get the show started. A poison Rana right out the gate from Rey Fenix, landing on Ricochet. A moonsault from Carmelo Hayes, trying to land a whole lot of aerial attacks on Montez Ford, trying to soften him up before he tosses him out. Ricochet with a crazy face buster. Ricochet with a standing moonsault. No one quite does it like Ricochet. Carmelo Hayes showing off the coordination there to land off that attack. He's going straight after Ricochet. And I think we might be trying to go for our first elimination. Dragon Lee fights off Axiom, not letting it happen. And Carmelo Hayes choking out Ray. Ray Phoenix is getting choked out there. You know, a little despicable action there. And right there we got a crazy powerbomb from Dragon Lee. And Montez Ford hammering the back of Dragon Lee, trying to get him out of here, and Axiom inadvertently saves him from getting eliminated, and Montez Ford is back up. Carmelo Hayes having a staring contest with Ricochet, and Dragon Lee is still on the outside, hanging on by a thread, able to get back in. Because to them, this is absolutely everything. This is the only shot for them to get their title shot and hopefully dethrone Omos. And we have our first elimination. Ricochet absolutely getting super kicked out by Carmelo Hayes. What a disappointment to see Ricochet go so early. He might say some racist comments here and there, but he is absolutely someone to watch out there. And Dragon Lee has Ray Phoenix on the outside, unable to capitalize on that. Rolling into that one. And a super kick to the face. Ray Phoenix looking to throw Dragon Lee out of this match. Going for 8. No. Dragon Lee able to reverse that, tossing Ray Phoenix onto his face. Montez Ford has Axiom on the outside. Axiom fights him off. Able to roll out the way it has, and tags with a drop kick. Carmelo Hayes looking for a suplex. Ooh, suplex cutter onto Dragon Lee. And dodges out of that super kick. He has spidey senses. There's absolutely no way that he could have seen that coming. And Montez is just over the ropes, able to save himself from Ray Phoenix tossing him. Carmelo Hayes is distracted, seeing as how he tossed Axiom over, and is not going for him. Axiom is just holding on for dear life. And what a crazy course of events happened to Dragon Lee from Carmelo Hayes, proving to be absolutely insane here. Elbows landing. Oh, Carmelo Hayes able to knock down Dragon Lee, and Axiom is still sitting out, and out goes Tez. Ray Phoenix eliminates Montez Ford. Ricochet's out, Ford is out. We have the Luchadors in. And Carmelo Hayes, and I'm feeling bad for Axiom here. He's absolutely struggling, holding on for dear life, trying to get back in. And no one is trying to get rid of him. No one's trying to eliminate him. But he just has the grip of a fucking gorilla holding on there. And instead of eliminating him, Carmelo Hayes is trying to eliminate Ray Phoenix right over him. Dragon Lee watching. In the cuck chair, not doing anything. Dragon Lee tossing Carmelo Hayes out the way so he can get tossed over by Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix staring down Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee looking down the barrel and shooting first. And he's ready to toss Ray Phoenix out the match. Ray Phoenix is holding on for dear life. Carmelo Hayes helping. And this doesn't look good for Ray Phoenix because he got tossed out, and now it's down to Carmelo Hayes and the amazing Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee tossing down a crazy powerbomb onto Carmelo Hayes. And it is down to 3 as Axiom has all the camera pointed on him. He is just trying to survive this. He must have super glue on his hands because they are not coming undone. He is stuck on those ropes. So it is pretty much down to 2, Carmelo Hayes and Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee putting on a hell of a showing with a Poison Rana. And he's ready to take the knee pad down, and he's surprised Carmelo Hayes is up already. And I'm surprised Carmelo Hayes missed that by a long shot. You know, high risk, high reward. But man, there was a lot of risk there, and he missed. Dragon Lee tying up. Oh, Carmelo got out of that fast. Code breaker. Hayes has Dragon Lee right where he wants him. Getting him over the ropes and hitting Dragon Lee out. It's down to Carmelo Hayes and Axiom finally gets in the ring, saving himself that whole entire time from getting eliminated, just being out of sight, out of mind. And Carmelo Hayes eliminating most of the people in here, even if that's two, I believe. Carmelo Hayes is on an absolute tear, and Axiom has a lot coming towards him with a super kick. Because Carmelo Hayes has been wrestling out his goddamn mind, and he's trying to get rid of Axiom right now. Got him in the corner, looking to lift him up and get him out of this match. He's looking close, looking very close. Axiom, again, not holding on because I don't know why. He has gorilla grip on those hands, and he's able to fight his way into the match again. Cutting off Carmelo Hayes, tossing him over, and cheating his way to victory. Axiom absolutely cheated his way to a win right there. He did absolutely nothing the whole match except for hold on to those ropes, pretend like he was in peril, and then when it came down to two, he preserved the rest of his energy to take out Carmelo Hayes. If I was Carmelo Hayes, I'd be absolutely pissed at the fact that he got cheated out of this match by Axiom. Axiom might say he earned it, but goddammit, that guy fucking cheated, if we're being honest here. But he gets his chance to go against Omos next week on Smackdown. And I'm praying for him. And LA Knight, of course, always ready to speak his mind. And a lot has been going on these last 2 weeks that he is not a fan of. What does the loudmouth think? I'm calling out anyone who hears this, but this time we need to start fighting back against tyranny. Yeah, Nick Aldis needs to be taken out of the equation, and the only way to do that is to take down the Fist. But I need numbers. You see, Braun and I can't do this on our own, because I can tell you who wants his title shot, and his name is LA Knight. Yeah! Of course, you know, he's got to throw in there that he wants his too, but the only way to get his is if he has the help behind him. Will anyone answer the call? LA Knight being sent back out to the ring by Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis was not a fan of the things that he said. Nick Aldis is trying to silence LA Knight, sending him out to a match. Don't know what kind of match just yet, but he wants to silence all of the critics. He wants to get rid of anybody who wants to support LA Knight as well in dethroning the Smackdown Fist, because the Smackdown Fist controls everything, and the only way to take him down is with numbers, and Nick Aldis is trying to stop that from even starting. I just got word that this is a gauntlet match. Of course it is, a gauntlet eliminator match. Or turmoil, where LA Knight has to face 3 other guys. He has to outlast 3 other wrestlers. And hopefully he can, because out comes the savage from Bulgaria, the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. This man has no soul. He has absolutely no soul beyond those eyes, 1,000-mile stare. Because he just wants to eat everyone alive. Rusev being a hired gun for Nick Aldis, not wanting to use the Fist. just using Rusev as a punishment tool against LA Knight. And they're squaring off the punishment of LA Knight, locking up with Rusev. Rusev takes control from the back, putting in a bear hug, a Bulgarian bear hug. LA Knight trying to fight out of it and get hips tossed. And Rusev able to continue to control. And somehow LA Knight found a way to crank the neck of Rusev. He's able to fight his way out of it. But the strength of Rusev does not allow it. The Savage from Bulgaria going on the onslaught, showing off the strength, tossing LA Knight. And oh my God, a crazy headbutt. Lifting up LA Knight so then he could hand up a crazy clothesline. Just absolutely taking his head right off his shoulders. And LA Knight trying to fight back. Giving them jabs, going for a Russian leg sweep. Yeah. Able to take down Rusev, the Savage, banging his head into the ground. Trying to deliver the pain that Rusev knows so much that he tries to give everybody else. Tossing him into the corner and stomping a mud hole into Rusev. And Rusev trying to find his way up, crawling up into the corner and able to stop LA Knight from delivering that knee. Picking him up for a power bomb. And showing the strength, just walking him down. And tossing him into the corner. Leaving him dazed. And putting the foot on the throat of LA Knight. Choking him out, silencing him, if you will. And the pin happens, one, and a kick out. Not able to get a good view of that. Cameraman, do better. Oh, a nasty elbow. Able to fight his way out the corner. But Rusev is absolutely not allowing it. Oh, and the crazy elbow to the nose of Rusev. I know he's feeling that. He tried to block it, but LA Knight fighting right through it with a DDT. LA Knight, yeah. Dropping the elbow on the Bulgarian. And giving everyone a show. Waiting for Rusev to get up to hand him a BFT with lettuce. The ref taking his time. 1, 2, 3, and able to put away Rusev. Able to take down the Brute. And LA Knight has something more around the corner with the ring general, Gunther, the second hired gun. And he's just saying, LA Knight saying, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Him too? Gunther walking his way down to the ring. He's in no hurry to hand out the ass whooping. And LA Knight going for the neckbreaker right away. Looking to fight everybody off as fast as he can so then he could take the least amount of damage and not be silenced by Nick Aldis. Gunther, the hired gun that he is, he doesn't care what the reason is. He was paid to do the job and he is going to do it to the best of his ability because all he wants to do is put people through pain and suffering. So he'll happily take the contract put on LA Knight's head. LA Knight able to dodge out of that one, leaving Gunther with some tailbone damage here. And they're locked up. And able to get the wrist of Gunther. Pulling it down, yanking on the arm, twisting it even harder. And Gunther's feeling it. Gunther is powerless to do anything about it. Got himself in the chicken wing. And Gunther can't fight out of this. LA Knight out wrestling the ring general. But the ring general somehow finds a way to turn it around. And so does LA Knight. absolutely wrenching on that wrist. And again, somehow Gunther finds his way out, putting LA Knight in a chicken wing. And LA Knight stopping that from ever going any further. He was tired of all the wrestling. He's going for a big body slam. Because he knew if he went any longer, Gunther was going to find out a way to out-wrestle him. Gunther banging the head into the corner. Throw him into the corner. And then right into the ring post. The shoulders of LA Knight have to be in pain. And so is his face after getting his facial features wiped clean off of it. Gunther picking up LA Knight. Tossing him to another corner and giving him a clothesline. Gunther leaving the ring, seeing that LA Knight was rolling out, wanting to meet him on the outside. And stomp on the gut of LA Knight. Lifting him up. And I think he's going to go for a powerbomb on the outside. Oh my God, right to the... Oh! Right on the edge of the mat, the hardest spot you could be dropped on. And LA Knight still able to have some fight left in him to continue to face Gunther. Going for the double axe handle and missing, and Gunther chops him in the chest. Locks him up. He goes for the hip toss. Going for the pin. Just disrespecting LA Knight. 2 and a kick out. He knew that that was not going to beat LA Knight, but he just wanted to disrespect him. That if by chance he beat him by a hip toss, it'd be the most embarrassing thing on the planet. Telling LA Knight to get up. He wants to give him more punishment. Going for the drop kick, and he did not land all of it. Just skimmed LA Knight. LA Knight powering Gunther to the ropes. And you can see all the lashings, all the marks on LA Knight's back, and oh my God, just being tossed over the ropes and onto the ground. The pain that LA Knight has to be in. He does not want to get counted out here. Gunther doesn't want it to happen either, because he's chasing him down. LA Knight back up. Going for an elbow drop. Trying to get Gunther back into the ring, so then he could go ahead and eliminate him too. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Gunther. I think everyone on the planet could see that coming, that Gunther was not going to be beat that way. LA Knight. Oh, the hammering fist to the back of the head. And now he's going to stomp a knuckle into Gunther as well. And then he goes over to the corner. Yeah! He's going to toss his knee in the face of Gunther. He has a little something for Gunther here, telling him to get up. He wants to go for some kind of springboard. And a drop kick. Just getting that extra leverage, the extra jump. And a BFT to Gunther. Going for the pin. 1, 2... and a kick out. How demoralizing. You use your finishing move and Gunther just kicks out like it's nothing. But so does LA Knight. He just pops right back up. Oh no. Here comes the power bomb. The Gunther bomb. 1, 2, 3, and the referee ignores his feet hanging over the ropes, saying that's not my problem. Nick Aldis paid me to look the other way. I'm just here to count the pins for the hired guns. And LA Knight not able to survive into the second round. Able to get through Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute, the Savage, but not able to stave off the Austrian Gunther. Gunther's just happy to cause pain. He doesn't care for what the reason is. He'll show up every once in a while just to be used as a hired gun, and he's okay with it. Because the paycheck is all the same. And on his way to the ring, we have Tala Tonga. I can only assume he is here to do the bidding of Nick Aldis. I wonder who else Nick Aldis is trying to punish right now, having Tala Tonga come out to the ring.
The following contest is a 3-on-1.
And I just heard the announcement there, a 3-on-1. Tala's getting punished. Oh. So it's betrayal. Betrayal.
And their opponent at a combined weight
of the fist has started.
976 pounds. The international
Cutting off the dead weight, it seems. Getting rid of Tala Tonga from the faction. I don't know if this was a Fist idea or this was a Nick Aldis idea. But either way, we have the Fist walking down on Tala Tonga, looking to put him out of his misery. And look at them wearing the Raw belts on Smackdown just to disrespect everyone else here. And out first, Tala Tonga trying to bear hug his way out of this. And right out the gate, Obafemi fighting his way off. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is ridiculous that Tala Tonga has been used by the Fist, used to do their bidding, used to help them have Trick Williams win that Undisputed Championship he walked out with. Him and Omos were in the back staving off the RKO from Randy Orton and Trick Williams so then Trick could win. And this is how he's paid. He's paid with betrayal here on SmackDown. Absolutely just discarded by the Fist. After they saw his uses were up, he's not champion, and they just want to get rid of him. And it's just nasty here. The absolute hate and vitriol on each other's face. Tala Tonga's absolutely beside himself. Can't believe that he's being betrayed like this. After all that they have been through, all the work that they've put in together, and here he is, getting walked down by the Fist. Again, I have no idea. This could be Nick Aldis in the ear of the Fist, saying, get rid of him. I can only assume. Because he's just blindsided. Tala Tonga is completely blindsided. And he's just trying to survive tonight because of this betrayal that came out of absolutely nowhere. And he is fighting off Obafemi for the most part. He's showing why he was a part of the Fist to begin with. But the strength of Obafemi just tossing a man of that size like he's nothing. The strength on him is absolutely insane, and keeping him in the corner, looking to, able to fight his way out of that. Obafemi wants to do all the damage to Tala Tonga right now, tossing him, and I think he's looking to put him through the fall from grace, right onto his back. 1, 2. 3. Didn't even use the rest of the Fist.
Here are your winners.
Tala Tonga has just been betrayed by the Fist. And they act like nothing just happened. All walking around nonchalant like it's just another Friday. And they raise their fist, letting everyone know that Tala's out. I could have never seen that coming. Use and abuse and discard like useless trash.
WWE Women's Championship.
Women's Championship on the line. And out comes the Storm. Jade Cargill. If I remember or not, I think this is her actual debut here on Smackdown. Her arrival was imminent, and she is given a chance to become champion for whatever reason, letting her go against Raquel Rodriguez. I can only assume that this is definitely a Nick Aldis thing. Nick Aldis wanting to see a new champion, wanting to take away the vast amount of control that Raquel has. Because it's evident, Raquel has a group. She's been holding on to that belt for 2 months. And she controls the women's division, and I don't think Nick Aldis likes that. Nick Aldis not a fan of all the control that Raquel holds. And Raquel, speaking of the champion, the one who controls all of WWE's SmackDown's women's division, is walking out alone, looking to put a stamp on Jade Cargill and finish her off. The gold is on the line. Raquel forced to defend tonight. Having to hand over the championship to the referee. Letting Jade get a good look at it. And there it is. I just got word from my sources backstage that it sounds like Nick Aldis wanted this to be a regular match to where no interferences could happen, no weapons, just a clean fight. He wants control out here. And I also heard that he just paid off the Hit Squad not to show up as well. Just to put that extra layer out there. He paid off the Hit Squad. So Raquel is truly out there alone to face Jade Cargill. And that has not been a problem for Raquel because she never needed them. She's taken out more difficult people in the past, all on her own. And she's making Jade Cargill choke up right now. A lack of air, a lack of oxygen in the lungs. Jade was almost about to pass out there. But because Raquel doesn't want a murder charge, she let it go, going for an elbow drop and a kick out right away. And a kick up. Jade Cargill on her feet, trying to knock Jade down, or knock Raquel down, but Raquel had the balance to take her down, and a knee delivered right to the face of Jade Cargill. Both on the outside. They can get counted out. And I think that's what Raquel would want. Because that means that she retains the belt easily. Jade Cargill trying to whip Raquel into the corner, but Raquel reverses it. It's just landing a knee right on the face of Jade Cargill. These two powerhouses fighting it out here in the main event of SmackDown. Like crazy chops from Jade Cargill. And if she knows anything, if she knows any better, she better get Jade better get back in the ring and get Raquel back in the ring. It's an 8 count. 9, and Raquel able to beat the count. She could have stayed out there and retained. And a spear out of nowhere from Jade Cargill. Jade locking up with Raquel, missing that bicycle kick. And Raquel easily lifting up. Oh my gosh, lifting up Jade and slamming her. And Raquel's tired. She's going to the middle rope trying to get some extra weight on that cross body. Trying to do some more damage, going for a higher risk maneuver. And Jade able to work her way out of it with a super kick. Locking her up. Lifting her up as well on her shoulders, and Samoan drop. Jade still felt that too. And they're both down. Jade first to her feet. Already trash talking. Locking up with Raquel and tossing her. And a kick up. Just to show the athleticism. Going for the pin. And the referee not getting there in time. A 0 count there. Raquel tripping up Jade, and Jade makes her way out of the ring, rolling out. Just trying to be safe. And Raquel on the outside now, meeting Jade with a sidewalk slam. No, Jade fought out of it. Knee to the nose of Raquel, and a clothesline. Jade. Oh, with a spin out powerbomb. I know Raquel feels all of that. That is a lot of pain to go through. On the outside, on the lightly padded concrete floor, tossed in, and even though they were paid off, Raquel still gets Roxanne out here. Roxanne was not paid enough to leave, making herself known at the entrance. And a roll-up pin. A roll-up pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jade. Almost stealing away the victory. Trying to change the momentum. Trying to shift it onto her side. And Jade, she's going to walk into a powerbomb right here. Up and down onto her back. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Raquel continues to control the women's division. I can only assume that Roxanne is going to be punished for what she just did, taking the money and coming out anyways. Because Raquel is still the champion, and that is the reason why. Because Roxanne distracted Jade Cargill just long enough for Raquel